I'm Adil Mall with the Canadian Securities Exchange, and you're watching another CSE listed issuer update. I'm here virtually with Terry Howlett. Terry is the CEO of Ovation Science, obviously trades on the CSE under the symbol OVAT. Terry, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. I hope you're well.
We are, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Terry, I want to jump right into it because Ovation Science, it's a very interesting technology that you and your team are working on. Can you give our viewers an introduction to what the company does?
Okay, our whole business model is uh, to work with topical delivery of has been in the past drugs to the skin. In this case, it's cannabinoids, whether CBD or THC or combo of. And what is unique is that our technology, which we trade named Invisicare, and which we last year received a U.S. patent and pending in Canada on our technology of CBD/THC combos. It has a unique ability to bind active ingredients, in this case, as I say, the cannabinoid, into the solution, control the release of that CBD or THC out of the solution, and then open the skin up and take it transdermally. So that's the business. Today, as you know, you can take any of these products, you can take them through the mouth, you can smoke them, chew them, as I just said, but now you can do it transdermally.
And so you and your team have spent quite a bit of time developing this technology. Can you walk us a little bit backwards to the process and what it took to get to this stage?
Yes. Well, actually, our background is pharmaceutical, and it's all about drug delivery. Our chemist, who is operating in the back today, uh, developed over 20 some patented products in the dermatology space of products. And then the opportunity came for us to get involved in the cannabis space. So we jumped at it and started working on both CBD, as we said, and THC, and how we might be able to deliver it transdermally through the skin. And so we spent lots of time developing those and lots of research in that area. And thus the patents because of that research and because of those studies. So today that we're up and running as far as marketing product and licensing to other um, sellers of our formulations.
And so 2023 has been quite a busy time for you and your team. Can you talk to us about some of your key milestones for this year?
Yes, some of our milestones, go back. I think everybody was hurt with COVID, and we all slowed down. That all started, and it hurt all of us. But now we're up and running very very well. So in this year alone, we've signed 4 licenses for our products. Our business model is to license out the technology, particularly in the cannabis space in the approved states in the United States, which is, I think, 39 now, have approved the sale of THC. And that's the market that we're after. So this year we have licensed, recently we just had a press release on Missouri. It's a big state for us. There's over 200 dispensaries in that market. We licensed it out to a development company who's already in the business, that has the facility. In this case, it's a company that had over 60,000 square foot facility. They grow the marijuana and they develop products. So they're the licensee. They'll take that with their other products that they sell and go to those 200 dispensaries and sell our formulations. Uh, and previous to that, we just announced here in Nevada, the largest dispensary in the world is Planet 13. They're ordering right now product, and we'll be up and selling the product in late November, if not December, in all of his 80 some dispensaries in this state. And so we're excited about that. And then Pennsylvania is a huge market for us as well. That's medical only. There's over 200 dispensaries there as well. And our licensee operates 6 dispensaries as well as a major facility for grow and packaging products. And so that's all happened in the last year. Oh, I did forget that we also licensed out to a company from the UK, a CBD formulation for golfers. They have a company in the UK called Golfer CBD and Europe, and they license our product formulations to substitute for what they've been selling as far as topicals go. And they've launched in the US, and expect, of course, and we hope as well, big numbers come the new year in the golf market here in the United States and Europe.
Busy times. Now, Terry, I want to actually talk a little bit about your background specifically. Talk to our viewers how on your expertise in this space and how you actually ended up with Ovation Science.
Well, I'm originally from Vancouver, and 1980, 1998, 99, I moved to Las Vegas. We had bought into a company here that was in the space of a product. They developed a product at that time for killing germs on hands.
Okay.
And so we bought the company. The chemist moved from Florida here. We built a lab out. We started developing products. And, the time it was a product, but then we found out, hey, we really do have a drug delivery system here. So we started developing all kinds of other topicals within that company, licensing them out, and have done that for 20 some years. Same space, same people. But when the opportunity came to get involved in the cannabis space, that company had just licensed out an exclusive situation with a major pharma in the U.S., a NASDAQ-listed company for a development we had for a dermatology product. And so we said, it looks like something's going to happen in that company. And so we just formed a brand new company and assigned the rights for the cannabis space to this new company called Ovation Science. And we went public on the CSE.
Now, I want you to talk a little bit about, some of your key team members that you've also assembled to make sure that not only the technology, but the company is a success as well.
Right. Well, of course, I go back to the chemist. Without him, there would be no company. Dr. Rosell has been the developer of these products and these formulations. And as I mentioned, his name is on over 20-some patents using our Invisicare technology worldwide. Everything from dermatology products to sunscreens, et cetera, which we'll be introducing through Ovation and the spring as well. So he's key. Without him, as I said, there is no company. Doreen McMorrin is our Chief Operating Officer, and she comes to the company with the background of, again, almost 20 years in the dermatology space. And our board of directors is made up of people like that, have pharmaceutical background, dermatology emphasis. We just had 2 new directors join the company out of Calgary. One has a background in not only finance, but also in the cannabis space in Canada. And the other gentleman is in the oil and gas business, but a retired NHL hockey player, and brings to us lots of interest in that area, which we won't go into today, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to tell you more about that.
Absolutely.
That's kind of where we're all at. We're small and lean and want to keep it that way. That's why the licensing works for us. Turn the opportunity over to another company.
Terry, before we jump into milestones and things to look forward in the coming year, I'm curious, do you and the company have any peers in the space, in the similar space, any competition? And if there is, how do you and your team stand out from them?
Well, what was interesting you would ask that question, because recently we were approached by a major company involved in the retail CBD products and drinks, etc. And they asked us, would you look at these 4 products, other CBD products that are on the market that would be our competitors in the retail space? We said, sure. So what we can do is we can look at a product. It's not as important as how much CBD is in that formulation, but does that ever get out? When you look at a product and you look at the back and of the ingredient deck, and if you see petrolatum or beeswax, that CBD is not even going to get out of the solution to get to the skin to do the job as intended to do, never mind go transdermal. So we tested that time 5 products, and we found that in the first 2 hours, less than 4% of the CBD ever released out of the solution.
Okay.
Where ours, we had an over 80% release with our formulation. Then we did another study to look at the transdermal. And of course, again, if it's not getting out, It's not going to go transdermal. And again, we shone by all of them. So that's what sells the companies on what we're doing,
Yeah.
and it gives them the confidence that they've got the number one topical transdermal CBD or CBD THE formulation.
That's some great insight. Now, let's talk a little bit about 2024 as we get into the end of the year. What are some of the milestones you're able to talk about that our viewers can look out for?
Well, the big thing, of course, is that is the white label part of us. When we talk about CBD golf, we have other people we're talking to that would take our formulations, attach their name to them, and take them to the market. But with 30 some states now approved, our market is really, our game plan is to go state by state, because again, once you are set up and once we're going, our income is royalty based. We just have to work with them, help them to get our products to market. They already have the infrastructure to do all of that. And so there's 39 opportunities out there. We've got 3 licenses right now. We got some more pending that we're working on, and just develop that. It's good for us because it also keeps our corporate overhead low. So we don't envision having a whole lot of people working on this. We envision getting our companies up and running, and then they'll take it and grow it from there. And we'll work strictly on the R&D side of it because we have other products we've developed with CBN and CBG in them as well, and we want to introduce that to them when we can.
Got it. Now, Terry, we always encourage our viewers to go to your website, read up on your technology, the team, obviously sign up for upcoming press releases and do their due diligence. So where can we direct our viewers to go to find this information?
Well, they'd go right to ovationscience.com and get that on there. And, when I just mentioned that, we do have also 2 other websites for products. One is called Arlo CBD, which is a skincare line that we have developed as well, which will be introducing in the new year. And the other one is invibemd.com, and that's our product line for wellness. I just was reading something yesterday that the market is growing and just on the CBD side of the United States, it's going from 12 billion in 2021 to 56 billion in sales in 2028, just in the U.S. alone. And again, we have a technology that nobody else has. Nobody has it. So therefore, we really can talk the talk, so to speak, when we're talking to merchandisers who want to market our products.
Yeah. And Ted, do you happen, speaking of that stat, do you happen to have any insight for our viewers onto what is driving that growth?
Yeah, almost, I saw another stat, 45% of that growth is driven by people looking for pain management, CBD, looking for pain management that they're not getting in what they're now taking. We know that. I mean, I think of a lady, retired lady in San Francisco. Her son, we met him. We gave him some product last year. Then he phoned us. He ordered 3 jars for her pain management, and then he ordered another 3. And the other day he phoned. He said, "This is not working. Send me 6 this time. My mother had it." I'm sorry, just telling you that, but so it's a price that does work because it does get through the skin and get into the bloodstream, the cannabinoids to work with the system. We replace them.
Terry, there's nothing like getting that firsthand feedback from consumers.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
Yeah.
To everybody watching, you've been listening to Terry Howlett. He is the CEO of Ovation Science. I would encourage anybody watching that's interested to go to their website, read up on their technology, and of course, sign up for upcoming press releases so you can keep up with milestones in the new year. Terry, I really appreciate you taking the time to educate myself and our viewers a little bit about what the company is doing in this space. I look forward to seeing you around MJ Biz in Las Vegas, your hometown. And we definitely wish you and your team nothing but success as you move forward this path. And we look forward to hosting you on in the future to talk about some of your successes.
Well, we appreciate that very much. And we look forward to meeting you well at MJ Biz, less than a month away.
Thanks once again.